Tally-ho chaps, and welcome back to Factorio DIY World. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our exploration into this mod pack, where our last episode just got this beautiful oil setup going that has been running for a few minutes. So we actually built up enough to fill up some trains. That will be used for quite a few things this episode, as we want to go all the way to Polycarbonate. Mean that the first thing we'll do today is set up our carbon. So if you think that's cool, remember to leave a like and subscribe and all the jazz, and let's get on with today's episode. So before we do that, I'll just quickly show you what I've done in between episodes. For one, I hooked up a second oil depot over here from down here. Need to turn that one. And I also hooked up the gas as promised. I think that was the two things I did. Oh yeah, also hooked up the stone. Yeah, I know we are getting to rockets very soon again, so they might not be as needed. But having just a bit running into the system is always nice. So, like I said, in today's episode we will look at carbon first. So we want to make this one. There's two recipes. This is charcoal one that gives us more carbon compared to sulfur, I think. And then there's this one. And for now, I'll just go with the natural gas one, as we have quite a surplus of that. And yeah, I don't have to make charcoal then. That is not really that needed at the moment. So let's go and find a place for it. To do it, we'll just need some centrifuges. We have 28. I think that'll be enough for now. And let's just go to... Let's go to the grid down here, right next to the heavy oil. I think that'll be fine. To do it, we only need pretty much one input, and that's a natural gas. And then I'll probably vent these two. Then I'll probably store methane. This will cycle back into the system, and these two will go out as well. So the way I want to do it is that since we already made a very nice blueprint, why not use that one? Firstly, here's the unloading that can construct while we wait. And let's empty out this entire grid for trees. Like I said, I don't want to remove too many, as they do suck up quite a bit of carbon. But if we just steal this setup, that actually worked very well for what we need to do. We just need to skip this part and get this into another train. So what if we just take you? Let's just take all of it for now. That's fine. And then we'll figure out what we do with the rest, because then we should be good, right? Could just start here and then just move it over as intended. Getting both on the inside. Well, could also get the gas another way than right here. Let's remove that. Let's get it somewhere else, to be honest. If you have the output at the bottom, here we have carbon and sulfur going out. Then we can have the fluids going in at the top. And the same with one of the other ones. So let's just get you 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. Let's do this side. I actually think that'll work wonders for what we need to do. So you can go here for now. Need to clear out the trees again, since I kind of stopped that process. You go away. And I'd rather want the outputs down here. I don't need you. Need gas. One, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up that way, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could actually use this one still. 4. We get methane out over here. Let's actually find what we did before. I think that should work. Let's hook it up again. And you get smarter every time. So you'll unload. Gas will go over this way. We'll have the two. Let's see, normal loading. We'll have you load. And we'll have this one load. I'm so glad we put down these markers. It's so good. That loads the two outputs. Then we'll vent the two in the middle. Will give us some exotic matter maybe. Maybe giving a chest for that for now. Maybe even just hooking up what's called an active provider to get it back to the main base. We get almost nothing, so getting one robot to move it once every 24 hours, something like that, won't be too bad. That, and then we'll just get the methane out. Maybe over here? Yeah, let's try that for now. Let's see. Loading. You can go here. Good. So that should be all we need to actually hook it up. And when you finally have all the trading things, it's so easy to plan out something new. Which I very much enjoy. You can go up there, not be in the way. So that should work. As soon as you get the natural gas in. Should we copy it a few times? Just so we have more blueprints. Might be nice and having two lines run. So we have one with this one. Then we can kind of have an active provider here. And you can go... Let's be able to merge up. Not really. What is the easiest way to merge this up? Let's give it a bit of space in between. Then the rest will just kind of jump. So let's make this a few times. Kind of want to have enough production. Oh, that looks kind of nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Can always expand it up further, but I think this will work for now. So there. That means you'll go this way. And jump in. Need to go like that to jump in. And need to, so you'll jump to there. But you have to go down this way. Much easier to do. You'll jump and merge. How far can you jump? Jump there easily. Jump, merge in. You'll go here to make it modular. You'll turn. That means you can jump the next one as well. It means you can go over this way. And merge into this one. Let's use a few more belts than needed, just because it makes it easier to hook up. And go and merge. In theory, something like that should be your way of merging. Then you can kind of jump as well. Then you'll go on the bottom one. And jump. Then you can jump the other one. Okay, let's try that. That should work. You'll merge. You'll go out. Here and up. And into that one. Yes, now we have all the outputs. Carbon goes on the top one, up here. Sulfur goes down below on that one. 2 spots, 2 spots. Then we can merge it quite easily. That looks fine. Do you need any more than this running at the moment? I think this will produce enough for our needs. Do this. Activate you. Then we just need to get some pipes in with the fluids. Let's just get you... You can't jump exactly as I want. So what if we jump you... Something like that. There it looks correct. You should be here instead. 2. Just have it look the same. And then we can kind of copy this one over again if needed. The actual provided chest I'll wait a bit with. Might be a mistake not to do it now, but let's have it like this. I think that is mighty fine. So you'll be natural gas unloading. Natural gas unloading. that will start to flow in. We just need to add a train. So, what's going on here? Stupid thing. Hopefully we'll go towards some kind of defense. We'll leave it. 1, 2. Going there. It's gonna kill a lot. I'll just hook this one up quickly and then I'll go take care of it. So it actually runs. Wait. I'll just go and take care of it, then I'll be right back. So the biter problem have been taken care of and we can get back to building. And before we start building this again, I just want to say that something I've been thinking about that I'd like to have your comments on is what if we add 3 or 4 of these to each to the main blueprints, having robots deliver the ammo to that. That way we don't ever have to do walls, we'll just have the defense in each of these grids. And then we should be somewhat safe, as they tend to go for the power, the radars or the robots, but mostly the radars. These down take care of most of the attacks. But let's look at that later. So we came from this. Depot, depot, gas loading, gas unloading. Active, inactive, full, empty. That's fine. But that means now we should be able to let this run and get things built. Loading, unloading, and then we'll go back here and unload. That's ran out of just the smallest amount of ammo. Damn it. But yeah, it can do a bit of damage over there. I don't mind too much. Let's get this kinda moved over. To do this, then we'll need it here, here, and here. I'm just planning out for the future, in case we have to expand it out. Then you can kinda jump this gap. There we are. So I'll go and save this in a minute. Thank God for robots. I just want to see the gas go in before I go and fix it. Because I want you guys to see it as well. This as well. Yeah, saved. Where's a little gas train? Heading to depot. It should be in about 20 seconds? Something like that. So this nice surplus of resources we have. Won't run into any issues. Doing that. So we need to rename all of these. We'll do that in just a second. But let's get the train in. There we are. Natural gas. And let's see where we messed this up. If we did. Hopefully we didn't. There we go. It's going to go in. That's going to flow. Going to flow in here. That's going to activate all of you. It's going to output a ton of resources to this area. So now we have carbon and sulfur as well. Let's see. There goes the first. Funny how it always fills from the back. Once in a while that splits out, so it's perfect. And there we are. That is carbon and sulfur. So the next thing we want to make is put all of this together. The polycarbonate from the naphthalene, carbon and steam. That means we'll have 4 inputs. 3 inputs and 1 output, so that means 4. Does that mean we could in theory just take this top half and make that in? Could just do it without trains, but it's nice having trains to move things around. But yeah, we can set it up. So I'll quickly go and take care of this little biter issue yet again. And then I'll meet you back here for where we set up the polycarbonate. So, while I was dealing with that little biter issue, I also noticed that I forgot to hook up on methane. So that would have jammed the system. That's been taken care of. Things are working very, very nicely. And we can now start to set up the polycarbonate. Luckily that is a somewhat straightforward thing. So we need water, naphtha and carbon in. That is about what we need. And 1 out. So 3 in, 1 out. I'll just make room for all of it. I know we could in theory just steal it from here, siphon it off. But it's nice having trains move things. That is a future-proofing thing, in case you have to make it somewhere else. So let's firstly just steal the setup we have. Why redesign something that works? That actually worked very, very nicely. Is it big enough? Don't know, we'll find out. And right now we have the outputs going up top. Let's have the output at the bottom going to the right. Or maybe just over here to the left. We'll turn it to 1, 2, 3. Let's try and place you here. What if we do water? Do that. Let's see, there'll be water. Things in. Let's try it here. It doesn't need to be perfect the first time. I just want it to run, and then we will try to redesign it a bit. Looking at this build up here. Full belt. That requires 2.5 per second, 1 per second. With 2.5 per second, that means we can do 10, 11, 12 on a 30 per second belt. Right now we're running 2, 4, 6. Means we can make it twice as big as this of one line even. Is this good enough though? I think it is. I don't think we can input it fast enough at the moment. Maybe we get stack in the middle. I think that'll be fine, and we have 1 steam. It doesn't always need to be at ratio, but of course always fun to do. So let's get the water in. Water unloading. Luckily we already have that in the network. Means water will go out. We'll have 2 inputs here and here. Then output over here. Okay. Like to unload. There. Like to unload here, and then I'd like to load on this one. Yes. That should mean that we can hook all of this up to here, and we have room for massive expansion in case it's needed. Let's see, these 2 can kind of go away. We'll have one of you. You might be the polycarbonate. You can go this way, for now at least. And you'll go straight down this way and in. To here. To do more, we'll have to do splitters. But for now, this works wonders. Then the carbon will go on the next line. Let's get it 2 down. I think that gives 3. So we have normal splitting procedures. I mean that you'll go from right here. And over. And in. There. And then we can expand this out if needed. And all of you can kind of go away. And be expanded out this way. In theory, go. Because you want the water here with jump, jump. Steam will go out. That's 10 per second, that means 6, that means this was what it can handle. That's why we don't do 12. Makes sense. Past Dgray this, think about this small amount. You'll go over here and in. And voila. So that should be the poly. Oh, look at all the trains go. It's so nice. starting to have a bit of activity in the grid. But let's hook you up with some power. Do we have any boilers? We'll have to go hook up the boilers. We have to go hook up the better inserters. So I'll just go grab the few things we need, and then I'll meet you back here for the activation of this grid. So all of it have been set up, and we should be ready to hook it all up as it stands. As you can see, also just expanded out our production down here up to 5 instead of just 2 to increase the throughput a small amount. So let's try and hook it up. We won't have enough to actually get it running at the moment, since we can't fill a train down here yet. We need to get it. Well, we could take a train, just place it here and get it going. I might be able to do that. And then we can do a few things. So firstly, the water train. Oh, we should have it already down here. Water unloading. Thank you. That should activate the train. Means we have water flowing in. As simple as that. Let's just get you hooked up. There we are. That'll flow in, and I can continue down the line if needed. Then we have the naphtha. We already have that. Let's just hook up a train. 1, 2. There goes the water. Oh, did I turn it the wrong way? Whoops, is that an unloading station? Wait. Whoops, let's change you to a loading. That is unloading. Do we have a water train without anything in it? Wait, I'm an idiot. The water did come out. Well, up here. Depot, naphtha, loading and unloading. Inactive, full and empty. This one should quite easily be able to get the items we need. That will go, pick it up from just down here. Just over here. We have 80,000 in storage at the moment. So that's gonna be easy enough. And right here, the carbon. That's gonna be the one that'll take a little while before we'll get the first train. And am I missing some of these? I'll have to go and get some. So I'll just quickly go get some wagons, and then I'll be right back. So went and got some wagons, and we should be good to go. And let's hook up this one. Depot. Then we want the carbon loading and carbon unloading. So as you can see, it's pretty much a pretty simple setup. Again, I like to make things simple and modular. There we go. That'll be off to the races. There we go. That has all filled in. Going into here, that is filled up. So now we only need the water, which is already here. Just need the carbon for the power as well, to activate this entire setup and let it flow into the wild. Over here, that is polycarbonate loading. Not gonna end the train yet until we have the unloading, and that will be a little while before we have it. As well, it'll be next episode, because we need to set up this or the electronic control boards next episode, and we have everything we need, so it should be somewhat easy to do. Maybe just using one of the grids we have. We do have a lot of room to build in, which is brilliant. But I think this is a pretty decent place to end the episode. When you come back next time, I will show you this working, hopefully. We have had enough carbon being made for a train to go. Or we could do a little... Wait, let's just do this. Let's do this. If we change you to that should activate you. That'll send the train. Can we then just shift it back? That should mean now a train will go here. It'll collect the carbon we have. This is a little sneaky if you want to empty out these stations. Because then it'll go and pick it up. It won't be a full load, but it'll be enough for it to actually deliver it up here and watch this in action. And I think we should do that. Look at this brilliant setup. No, it's not going to be full, so I'll just send it to the unloading right away. A bit of a sneak here. it will get it to run. That's abusing the system. There we go. Delicious carbon. That was about 10,000. Might actually been almost a full train load, but let's see. So that should activate the steam as well. Start to output this. Give it. Is it going to be a full belt this way? We might actually have to upgrade the belts to faster ones. Let's just see. There goes the steam. Might have to get stack long-handed inserters as well. Right now it's a bit slow because it's at night, and the way I've set up the base so far is that at night it's not running full speed. We could set up so it did, but that will produce way too much pollution. Right now we have it somewhat under control. There we go. The first poly is going out. About 3.5 per second at max. That means, yeah, it should be able to fit in one of these. And there we go. So now we have a nice setup going that is useful for setting up electronic control boards next episode. So hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have and think this is an awesome base, remember to leave a like and subscribe. If you think it's a horrible base, a bad way to do it, feel free to dislike the video as well. I won't mind one bit. So I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye guys.